The destruction of gaming and some extreme cope. Let's go.
Sweet Baby Inc. You may know them from ruining games like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and
Now, to be completely fair here, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, even if Sweet Baby Inc. did not do anything, that would still be an absolute disappointment, drooling mess of a garbage bag, okay? It would not be good, okay? Sweet Baby Inc. did not make the shooting feel bad, the character movements feel lame, the upgrades boring and simplistic, and all of those things, okay? They ruined a lot in that game, but no matter what would have happened, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League would have been a disaster no matter how many Sweet Baby Inks would participate in its creation, or none.
and many, many others. If you don't know who they are, basically they are a woke consulting company who have worked with video game companies to insert these demonic woke ideologies into the games, such as
With most video game companies, in fact.
uglifying female characters to try to make them look more masculine, to blur the lines between male and female, and
That's because all feminists are extremely ugly on the inside, and even uglier on the outside. Okay? Listen, what's currently happening that Trump has won? A bunch of women are saying, now for the next 4 years, these legs stay, not spread. Together, in fact. Glued! And then you look at them and you're like, damn, this is some Bojack memes right there, you know, with the desperation and fucking the fat chick. This is literally it. Disgusting. Disgusting. They're doing a service to humanity, okay, by removing their genes from the gene pool. Oh my lord.
and also to insert their queer, homo, troon, all of this gender and sexual perverted ideologies that
You need to be special in some way, and if you can't find a real way to be special, aka good at something, well, you better find a way to make your mental delusions seem special. And that's what they're doing. 10 out of 10 for creativity and ruining society.
come from Satan. So, anyway, that is what they do. They financially have been suffering as a result, especially the companies that have hired them have been suffering the most. But do Sweet Baby Inc. care? No, they want to double down. They're saying
Nice.
that gamers can't stop them. That being said, if we take a look back,
I mean, it's true, gamers can stop them. We can't really just make them shut down, but, you know, we can do a pretty good job at expediting the situation to happen faster.
at some of the games that they have worked and been a part of. Now, granted, some of them have been more successful than others, but that was before a lot of awareness came about.
Spider-Man 2 flopped because reasons. God of War is the only thing that's profitable as much as I know, and I'm not even sure about that. I'm assuming it's profitable because it's getting sequels and whatnot, but, you know, at the pace that it's getting vocified, it's, you know, we have moved from abandon your daughter QuickTime events, the golden age of gaming, if you will, to the, oh, here's the Norse god Pantheon. They're fucking all black. That's strange. Didn't see that come. And gay, yeah, yep, that. Oh, Odin sucking dick. Oh, yeah, yep, that's lore accurate.
Out as to what they were doing and their role in working with these games. But Sweet Baby Inc. Detected was created by Cabrutus, the legend, a Steam curated group so you can see what games
Literally a Mexican who speaks Mexican.
were affiliated with Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. had a meltdown over that, called it a targeted attack campaign, when all it really was saying, hey, these games have worked with Sweet Baby Inc. Do what you will with that information. Buy the game or don't buy the game, essentially, is your choice. That's all it is. That's all it is. Was what their website should have been doing, which it did at one point have a list of who they were working with. Well, they started scrubbing this information. They started trying to hide this information. And now it appears they're going to continue to try to hide this information. So what they want to do, and this just shows absolute narcissism, and this shows just retardation, is stubbornness, retardation. So Sweet Baby Inc. still wants money. They still want money, and they still want to ruin these.
Again, the woman at the helm of Sweet Baby Inc., what's her stupid face? Kim Ballette. Yeah, Kim Ballette. She knows that all of this is probably bull to a very, very huge extent. I think she just is abusing the fact that this is making money, okay? She does... Okay, everyone in Sweet Baby Inc. are like, obviously, this guy instantaneously is screaming, yeah, my wife pegs me and whatnot, and my wife's boyfriend watches, and then I'm become the wife's boyfriend and watch the other way around. Okay, that's instant. But Kim Ballette, no, she doesn't seem weak in that sense. She seems like a person that knows full well what the fuck they're doing, and she just wants to get paid. Okay? She just wants to get paid, and she sees that as an opportunity to make a lot of money really easy. That's it.
Video games with these demonic ideologies, so they still want to work with these companies, but they don't want us to know that they've worked with these companies, because everything they have been tied to has failed almost. Once all this awareness has gone out, the projects that they have been affiliated with have tanked. So now what seems to be their plan is scrub the list of everything, and to covertly work with these companies, get paid by these companies, insert these uglified female characters, these manly looking women, these feminized men, these troon characters, these queer characters.
Please. New men. Okay? New men.
These demonic ideology characters and stories. But they don't want us to know. That being said, even look at something like Dragon Age the Veilguard. See how much that failed. Did they work with Sweet Baby Inc.? Seemingly no. They did.
I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out someone actually just looks at the list of Sweet Baby Inc. Employees, and then that the people who are credited working for Dragon Age, and there is an overlap. I would not be surprised if someone fucking does that at some point and finds something. Okay? It's not surprising in the slightest.
Have some troons on their dev team, but the ideology was just laid on thick, and people saw the clips. People were like, nah, dude, I don't want this. Myself being one of those, and I made so many videos about that. And yeah, it's not been working out well for them, especially with these huge budget games. So anyway, let's see what this dude had to say. Grant Roberts, a former Sweet Baby Inc. employee who is now the narrative director and associate studio director at Longdew, made it clear that the company has no plans to change despite the massive backlash it has received for pushing its woke ideology into video games. Well, of course the company...
That is insane. You work at Sweet Baby Inc. and then you become a narrative director and associate studio director at whatever the hell this is. That is just... Dude, there was this thing where the connections were drawn that there are literally people trying to work in the game industry to put people like this who like to get pegged on Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday is bull day, you know? In positions of power, okay? That there are a bunch of people who are literally trying to just usurp everything.
Doesn't want to change. That's their entire business model. What we really need to see here, and the way that we stop these cretins, is that we continue to be non-binary, B-U-Y, and stop buying these woke games, right? Keep
Great
that
slogan,
going.
by the way.
It's just as Grum said, it's gonna take like 2 years to stop the spread, right? So where we've got to stop buying these woke games for...
People are already not buying these woke games. Again, Suicide Squad, complete millions in loss. Skull and Bones, millions of loss. Again, Assassin's Creed Shadows, still not out, millions in loss probably. Star Wars Outlaws, we already know that that's probably at the bare minimum minus 200 million for BioWare. Not BioWare, but Ubisoft. And now we have, I haven't still done the video on this, but word on the block is that the word on the block is that Dragon Age Railguard has not even sold 600k copies. That is the word on the block. The Dragon Age Railguard has not even sold 600k copies. Now, I don't know how true that is. I still haven't watched the video, but that's what people are saying, and I would not be surprised.
Give it a couple years and it will stop the spread. Eventually, they're going to stop doing this because they will be tired of not making money. So anyway, it's on the developers to stop working with Sweet Baby.
Well, they're gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead. That's the real thing. Also, the question here is, how does this actually work out for these companies? Because I'm not sure how this part works out. Okay, listen. So, you are the CEO of a gaming company, and for like 5 years straight, you're tanking the company down by adding woke shit, and then year 6, you admit, okay, much money has been lost, no more woke shit, and it's like, does that not open you up to a lawsuit by the shareholders for breach of fiduciary duty? Because that's the thing. You can claim that this is a good thing, but if you're constantly claiming that being woke is good and it's gonna make money, doing the opposite means that either now you're doing something intentionally to harm the company, or you have been fucking lying about the thing that you have been doing all this time, that it is good, and you admit that it's bad. So the question is, does this not open the CEOs for to just get absolutely sued by shareholders? That is the question. Does this not open it up?
Inc. Obviously, Sweet Baby Inc. is still gonna Sweet Baby Inc. They're not gonna stop. That's what else are they gonna do? What else can they consult about? It's a bunch of queer activists who work at Sweet Baby Inc.
Probably ways to self-delete yourself better and faster. Personally, the less hustle it is for society, the more I am thumbs up for that.
They don't know how to do anything else but insert this demonic ideology and to encourage this demonic ideology. That is their whole personality. That is their whole life. So they're not capable of doing anything else. What else are they gonna do? Consult video games on more strategic and difficult puzzles? On dynamic gameplay? No, they don't know that crap. So that's all they're gonna do. So he worked with Sweet Baby Inc. as a narrative director for a year and a half, told the gamer that the developers are still working with the company and that backlash will not stop the company's agenda. No freaking duh, but these games tanking will. Roberts first asserted that companies were not pulling their support from Sweet Baby Inc. when it really reached its apex. When Elon Musk was tweeting about us, companies were reaching out to us privately and showing support. Nobody was pulling that support. Well,
why would these companies fucking reach out privately and say we support you? How does that even make sense? What the fuck is that? Okay, do you think Ubisoft? I'm touching her cursor. Beautiful. Do you think Ubisoft is going to email Sweet Baby Inc. and say, oh no, we support you, you did great, okay, everyone hates you and now they hate us, but you did great? And of course not. What the fuck? This is lies.
Dude, the people at these companies who are obviously woke.
No normal company. Well, the key here is we're talking about normal companies. No normal company is ever going to just like be, hey, here's an email of us supporting you. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't happen. That's not a real thing.
Activists, but they're getting purged out of the industry slowly but surely. What we have seen in the gaming industry at large has been these DEI hiring practices, and we've had a giant replacement where these game companies previously had people who were just genuinely passionate about video games and creatives who wanted to tell cool stories. And they got replaced by a bunch of DEI hires who their identities, whether that be their skin color or their, queer ideologies, this, that, and the other, that was...
The size of the penis also matters here a lot, okay? Small PP, Sweet Baby Inc. supporter instantaneously.
the entire basis of what they were hired over. And that, for many of these people, was their whole personality. Obviously, when it comes to these elements, there are people who fall within, like, for example, there are plenty of people with varying skin colors, of all the different skin colors, who are passionate gamers and who don't make their skin color their entire identity, and who do not play around with this
That's strange. I thought everyone makes every part of themselves their main thing, and yeah. Interesting.
manufactured race war, right? And who don't try to create a manufactured race war. There are plenty of people like that. We all know this. And there are people who have worked at the gaming industry of all the different skin variety before, who just didn't care about that. They cared about making good games, and that was that was it. They liked video games. Just like, yeah, any of that. Also, if you're looking at, now let's look at, like, for example, the classic Tomb Raider remasters, right? Which I am obsessed with. Those were really good. A lot of the people that they hired to work on those classic Tomb Raider remasters was Saber Interactive hired fans, right? They hired hardcore fans of Tomb Raider who have made mods in the past, who have made, even more than that, who have just developed.
Good point, but small counterpoint. Bethesda has done the same with people who make mods, and that has, well, turned into a shit show.
Like, all kinds of different engines, different, really taking classic Tomb Raider to a different level, right? Like, you got, like, first person Lara Croft, you got open Lara, all this stuff. You got texture.
Yeah, the amount of Tomb Raider fanboyism that we are seeing here, boys, is unmatched.
Level designers, people who were creating custom levels, people who were trying to do their own remasters before the official remasters projects happened. Now, granted, some of the people within that are a part of gay ideology and stuff, or I know some of them are men who participate in homosexuality.
Makes sense.
Obviously, I disagree with that as a Christian, and I would hope that they would not do that anymore so that they can go to heaven and they can find Jesus and all that kind of stuff. But
no, they're gay. It's over.
Even regardless of that fact, people's personal lives is not a concern of mine beyond just, hey, I want them to find Jesus and go to heaven. Obviously, that's a
well, the problem arises here that they think that their personal lives are so unique and they matter so much, and that everyone needs to know about it, and they need to support them, obviously, because they're so fucking special and shit, that it kind of turns into a shit show. This is why Ideologies were, at some point, not actually a part of the workplace, not a part of a lot of things, but, well, then again, the only way to feel special is doing some kind of ideology shit where, everyone else doesn't even accept it. They just like, okay, do your stupid thing, but leave us alone. At some point, they stop leaving us alone, and that's when things go really, really bad. And, well, they're at that point, obviously, because they're trying to subvert and destroy everything. Gaming related, entertainment related, there's a lot of things that they want to destroy, okay? Anyway, that was Melanie Mac, 10 out of 10. Bye!